Wait, let's say our pronouns real quick. I'm a he.
I'm a starfish. You and I are sick.
You walked into a lion's den.
You wouldn't know that it was human meat until they said to you, human carpaccio.
When I think about eating people, not only do I think about how they would taste, but I also like to think about their personality.
Walked into a lion's den.
Just call me my guy and we're good.
Yeah, call me my dude. That's it. You sound like the dumbest robot made.
I am the dumbest robot.
Thank you for listening to Splittin Hairs. On this podcast, you're gonna learn about yourself. I'm Ashlynn Salzano.
My name is Chris Metcalf.
We're all lizard people anyway.
Check the... Yeah.
So this is a morning episode for me and you. We've never done a morning episode.
Yeah. We have never done a morning episode. First thing, kicking it off. Cup of coffee, get the bowels moving, get the bags out from underneath your eyes, and get chit-chatting right away.
Yeah. Get the adrenaline pumping. Get that anxiety up early in the morning.
And get that disgusting Domino's that's sitting in your belly out. I've been farting and burping. Woke up right away. Chug some seltzer. Get those deep, deep fucking Domino's burps. Get all nights, tastes of last night out of me for today.
It's like a second meal.
Yeah.
It's like you're eating Domino's twice.
Yeah.
But yeah, you were talking about like the crazy guy with like aliens and shit. We got to talk about your Uncle Joey. I've named him Uncle Joey because you just say your uncle and I'm just like, he's Italian. I know you're half Irish, half Italian, but I immediately was like, oh, Uncle Joey. I also don't want to say his name for whatever reason. You yesterday said, I said, no, we don't want to. We want to protect, their privacy. And you said, yeah, we also want to make them work for it.
Yeah.
to give them that fame.
They're going to have to go, they're going to have to Google it. Yeah.
Yeah. He apparently came up to you at this bar mitzvah.
So, yeah, it was his daughter's bat mitzvah. So we went and I go there. And within like the first 5 minutes of me seeing him, he's like, how you doing? What's up? He's like, it's good to see you. Thanks for coming, blah, blah, blah. We were like, bullshit. And then he's like, by the way, what's your friend's name you do the show with? I was like, Ashley. He goes, oh, yeah. I've been listening to the show. I got to tell you, that alien thing, that she's cool, that these aliens aren't going to get her because she thinks she's cool. Tell her she's definitely getting probed.
All right. First things first. That's not how you said it. You were like, he comes up to me, he's like, it's cool. Only one thing I got a problem with, or something that. Yeah. But and that's important because when you said that, I was like thinking like, oh, which one of the things I've said? And then when you're like the alien thing, I'm like, men are just empty. Because, out of all the things I've said on this podcast, he's like, no. The alien stuff really got me, Chris.
That's what threw him.
Yeah. Out of all the things I've said, it's the alien thing that really got him.
I did kind of feel that way, too. I was like, what?
So many other things. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I expected so many other things. And he was like, she's definitely getting probed.
Yeah.
It made him mad that I thought I could survive an alien invasion.
Because you think you're cool.
Yeah, but mind your business, Uncle Joey. If I think, I think I can survive an alien invasion because I'm cool. Why does that bother you? I'll tell you what, I'm not saving you. I'll tell you what.
I'll tell you who's not that cool, Uncle Joey.
You're not getting on our ship, on our UFO. But it was like, when you wrote that, I was like, hey, if I get probed, I get probed as long as I live, right? As long as they let me live, and then I live long enough to take to take over their world.
My biannual probing. Yeah.
But I think, and I don't know why, it was the first time that I was like, what if aliens are not what I think they are? But right? And I don't know why, I guess I was seeing two spectrums, opposite spectrums, not in the middle. I guess I was seeing if they come and chop your head off, then it's done. One,
right.
2, 3, right? And then I was like, oh, but if they come and they're cool, then you live, whatever, right? But being probed is so invasive.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Just hearing, oh, she's definitely going to get probed. The fact that could be that could happen. Like, that's a possibility. Like, because you know what I'm saying? You see the extremes. You're like, oh, yeah, they chop our heads off.
Right, the lasers and the radar guns.
Yeah. Or they come and they're just like, peace, we come in peace. But, like, they're probing and, like...
But then there's, like, a middle ground where they're like, we won't kill you, but we need to probe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it, like, made me think, like, what if they're not at all what we think, like, this whole time, right? Because we all have our imagination of what they would be, right? Like, oh, they're gonna fucking be cool. Like, we've even talked about it before, you and I.
Yeah.
How, like, probably on some planet, they're, like, aliens who can, like, switch their genitals, who would be like, like, just, like a fucking attachment. You know what I'm saying? Like, but what if they just come down and they're just, like, the most boring, they look like us, but they're just boring. Like, have we ever thought about that? Like, not even like a cone head, nothing. They're just boring.
Well, some people do theorize that, like, some of the, and we'll get into it, but, like, some of, like, the unidentified flying object stuff, like, is that they're like, other dimension or future humans that have access to our time and dimension, so that they're not actually aliens, per se, but they're, like... super advanced versions of humans.
Yeah.
Like that.
But
that's
what
like
if they're not?
Right. But what if just they're not?
Yeah.
Right, I know.
What if they come down from their, like, what if they just, like, have super cool UFO? Like, they're, like, really good at building traveling things, but then they come down and...
But they're addicted to porn.
Or they just come down and they're all dressed in, like, blue jeans and white shirts. Like, no hair, like... boring haircuts, just like the most boringest. Like, we're like, get the fuck out of here! Like, you were supposed to have slime in your mouth. Get out of here! You know, where's your lasers?
It'd be fun if, like, if Earth was like the Las Vegas of the Milky Way galaxy.
Yeah.
Like, they came here to be like, we like porn and cigarettes. Like, they're not even.
We like to party.
We like partying.
Yeah.
Like, they're not like, they come here to, like, look like us, and every time we see some, like, UFO, that's them, like, coming and going. They're, like, drunk, flying over the fucking... They're
like, that's why the Tic Tac was, like, going up, down, side, because they're just wasted. They're trying to get home.
Yeah.
They just coming from, like, a bachelor's party from Earth.
Yeah. And then they're just...
How disappointing would that be if we were, like, the most popping Earth? Like, if we were the most popping, like, life.
Like, it's just, like, fun here.
Yeah.
Well, that's why I think
we,
it's like a
we
Vegas
were,
or
like,
an AC.
as fun as it gets. How boring would that be?
I think it would be fun for them in a way where, like, it's not fun. It's, like, degenerate fun.
No, I'm saying for us.
Oh, for us.
For
like, that's
us.
all we're good for.
No, we're not going to get anything better.
Well, I bet you they have stuff that we would think is cool that's boring to them. You know, where they're like, oh, these are the pods. Like, they probably have some cool, like, pod racing or, like, something wild, you know, like, that we don't have, that we'd be like, sick. But they're like, I've been doing this since I was 2 millennials or whatever ages they go by. You know what I mean? Like, but to them, like, cigarettes and gambling and betting on stuff and, like, driving a Ferrari, they're like...
What if, like, they had the cure to everything and we were like, oh, fuck yeah. Like, we haven't been able to cure anything. But they come to us, like, just to get wasted.
They're like, we love hard seltzer. We're, like, trading them, like, hard seltzer cases for fucking...
for
cures. Do you have White Claws?
We become the black market.
Yeah. We're just our new Earth's new like thing in the galaxy is like we just like we export to aliens like degenerate shit like cigarettes and shit like that.
But I would be depressed.
I kind of like that future for us.
Of course, you like to be the future that you're the degenerate, but I want something more
for Earth to be.
No. I want something more for them to bring. I don't want to meet these like, boring people.
Right. You're basically saying, yo, fuck the cures for shit. Where's our space cigarettes? Where's our space weed?
Where do we go? Where do we go to be degenerates?
Could you imagine the aliens are like,
because Cancun can't fucking do it. But you know what I mean?
But the aliens are in Cancun, right? Could you imagine? They're like, you guys can't handle. Like,
what do you mean?
Like they're like, we always are asking them to take us to their alien shit, and they're like, you can't handle it.
What if they don't have anything?
Right? They're just all they have is like technology and
yeah.
They just have like superior technology, but no fun stuff.
No fun. Yeah.
That's like Russia during like World War II, where they just had like so much ammo, but they were all starving and dying. Like, people had more guns than they knew what to do with.
Then they had food.
Yeah, and they're just like, do we eat our bullets?
Yeah,
they just like didn't know. Yeah.
I gotta tell you though, your Uncle Joey, you can pass by, Kate. You know, Kate decided.
You shall pass.
Kate decided to go out today while we were doing this episode.
Sorry.
We should be. But your Uncle Joey ruined it was like ruining Christmas for me.
Because he opened up a new door for you, a new
Yeah.
thought path.
Because it was just always the extreme for me. It was either they were cool with fucking lasers and blah blah, and then I'm like, what if they we're all waiting, because we can always be better, right? Like, as humans, we can always be better, and we always shit on America, right? Like, Americans are always like, we could be better, we're always shitting. The grass is always greener on the other side. But what if these aliens come out and then they're like, we come in peace, and they're cool, and they're like, but we fuck children. You know what I'm saying?
We have one weird proclivity.
Yeah. What if they have world peace, they have it all, they have the cures, and they're like, but we fuck children.
We require your youth.
Yes.
Yeah.
Could you imagine that? And because when your Uncle Joey said the probing, it was just so invasive, and I was like, okay, but even if they probe me, because I was like, I will still live. I'm like, even if they probe me and I live, I'm like, they still probed me. That was kind of like rape. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, it just took me to now their morals. You know what I'm saying? Broke them down. And then I don't know why I just keep imagining just a bunch of you see this cool ship, and then the people coming out of the ship is just paled white boys in polo shirts.
We got another one, bro.
Yeah.
Pull out the probe stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, but not even talking like that, just
Yo, it's so funny to me that his offhanded ball busting comment got you into a philosophical fucking deep thought process about what may happen with the aliens if and when they come. He was
but out of 31 years
he was day drunk after a bat mitzvah. He was 2 vodka tonics deep and was just yeah, she's definitely getting probed.
Yeah. But I mean, even we don't know where he listens to. He could be driving, and I probably said it. He was like, yeah, she's getting probed.
Exactly.
I got another thing coming for you.
Because we laughed, because when he said it to me, he and I laughed, because the way you, from my memory, the way you said it in the episode, because you were like, and they're not going to fuck with me because I'm cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. And we laughed at just the way you said it. He was like, wait, what? I'm cool.
How other way would you survive an alien invasion?
I don't know. Try to offer him cigarette. Like we said, we don't know what their deal is. The government is the worst. Because so I don't think we said it, but part of the reason we're talking about aliens is you when I came over yesterday, you were like, yo, this fucking, I hadn't seen it, that video.
Yeah.
What's it called? Is there a name for it?
No, it's this new video from, I don't know, and now Barack Obama's talking about it. Everyone's now saying, honestly, too, I'm like, it's probably a everyone's protesting right now. Almost every country right now is protesting something.
Right.
And so my thing, too, is what if they're releasing these things to bring us back together? They're like, you know what I'm saying? They're everyone's wildin'. We need to create another enemy. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I looked at it as when we decided to get into aliens, I was like, yo, this is the government being like, because everyone needs content now. Right?
Yeah.
Everyone needs fucking content. Even like billionaires are fucking doing social media. You got Elon Musk going on SNL.
No, the CIA definitely needs to get their TikTok up. That's what I've been saying.
That's what I wrote. I was like, yeah, government needs to get their fucking TikTok game up. And they're like, we have content too, guys.
Yeah.
You want to see our content? And I am imagining someone in the government, somebody at some point had to be like, oh, we're going this route with content. And somebody had to be like, BLM this, motherfuckers. Like, watch. They're like, this is so neutral. Like, to your point, they're like, we got to get everybody united on a front against the aliens.
Well, you know how America always chooses the next thing to hate.
Right.
It's always something new, right? It's like It's like in the 2000, like after 9/11, it was like, oh, we hate all Middle Easters now. All of you are fucking terrorists. And now it's like Mexicans. All of you are illegal. And then it's like Asians. Now all of you have the brought the coronavirus over. It's like we always find something to hate. So it's like, we got to give them something else to hate.
We got to give them something new.
They start killing each other. We're not going to have a population. They're not reproducing. They're angry.
Right.
You know?
Well, I think...
But also, what if it's real? Whatever. I mean...
What if what's real?
What if this is not just... Because, part of you is like... Who the fuck knows what we're looking at? We could be looking at technology so far. We could be looking at a hot dog. You know what I'm saying? They could have a hot dog in front of like an X-ray and show it. Oh, a splash! It's like dunking into water or something.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? With technology, it could go so far. But what if it is real and they're like, someone's got to tell them before these aliens show up? Like they're getting closer. And the video we saw. The UFO, let's just say we believe it, whatever, it's real, it's 100% real. The UFO actually goes under the water. It like splashes in.
Right. Well, have you heard about and this sort of goes into what we were saying, like, what do the aliens look like, right? Because there might not just be like those soft body, like oval head ones.
Yeah.
Have you heard about the, there's a name for it, but the hole that's in Antarctica that goes into hollow Earth. Have you heard about Hollow Earth? So there's this, it's really out there, but apparently there is a international no man's land, like somewhere down in like the southern tip of the Earth near Antarctica, and no planes are allowed to fly over it and no boats are allowed to go over it. The UN or something like blocks it. And apparently it's like a hole and you go inside and you're in like prehistoric world, but like things can fly and technology's different and like human strength. It's like this like insane shit. And a lot of people, like the thing goes underwater, they think it's like part of like the Hollow Earth theory. Yeah. And they believe that like after World War II, that's like where the Nazis went. So like into Hollow Earth.
What if the aliens come out, they're just a bunch of Nazis?
It was us the whole time.
Yeah.
Look what we've been doing. Yeah, and they just fucking take over.
You know what does a great job of like not fantasizing this like cool futuristic like alien shit? Rick and Morty.
Okay.
Have you ever watched Rick and Morty?
I've seen episodes, but not like...
Because, like he travels into dimensions and into the future and up in space. And like sometimes these aliens are like, this Earth is racist. Like this Earth is ruled by women and they kill all men. And then they and then it's like, it looks like it's strong. And then they see like the flaw in it. It's like, it does a great job of doing that show. But yeah, I'm like, there's aliens living down there. They're going to rise.
Oh, yeah.
They're going to rise. Like I saw that shit splash. And if it's 100% real, I'm like, there's got to be a lot of them down there. Yeah. Well, my theory, my personal conspiracy with all this alien shit is like, the government's obviously deciding to release this shit now, right? Because like you said, we all need content, yo. And so the government's doing their like little TikTok thing where they're putting out fucking alien videos now. And see, my thing that I'm worried about is like, yo,
the government's known about these videos and they're decided to release them,
Yes.
which means that they know even more than this. They're just choosing.
That's what
to
I'm
release
saying.
this
They're
shit.
rising. They like know they're rising.
I bet you that's at some point back in like whatever early president, a much earlier president, before they even had the technology, before there was even fucking cars, that like some deal was made with like the U.S. government or governments with humans and these aliens to be like, we will give you certain technologies to like move your society along. You, the leaders of the whatever,
Will leave us alone.
Leave us alone and keep our secret, keep it quiet. But I feel like now we're like, whoever, Biden or whatever happened, they're breaking the code, and the aliens are gonna get pissed because they're like, you're telling everyone about us, and they're gonna fuck us up. They're gonna fuck us
like
up.
We
the
betrayed
government's
them.
getting sloppy. What's that?
Like we betrayed them by like showing their videos.
Like we broke the truce.
Or it could be like we like look back and they've been giving them technology, and then they're overpowered because they're probably so focused. And now they're like coming to fuck. Like we gave them all the ammo, and they're gonna be like, well, who's gonna tell them? Like we're gonna see like a UFO, and it's gonna have like LG on it, and we're gonna be like, wait a minute. It'll be like powered by, they're like sneakers are powered by Sony, and we're like,
yeah,
I don't got Sony sneakers. Where they got those Sony sneakers at? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah,
There's a Supreme sticker on one of the sightings. It's got a Supreme sticker on the UFO. You hear the guy that thing, he's like, yeah, Roger Black 9 to base. I think they got a Supreme sticker.
But they got it for free, and that's what everyone's mad about. Because people get distracted by the stupidest shit. They're like, yo, how you get the Supreme sticker is sick.
Oh yeah,
we got it for free. It's like an Easy Pass sticker. Everyone's pissed. Oh, they fucking got a Supreme sticker. The rest of us are like, focus here. Let's go.
Who cares?
Yeah.
Who cares?
They're
How is he flying
us.
it like that? Yeah.
They're probing us.
Yeah.
Someone be mad.
Oh, sick.
Yeah.
Yeah. When that happens, though, there's going to be some people that are like volunteering to like be those people.
Oh, but people are going to be like pro-alien. Like,
yeah, you got to be like into other cultures and shit, bro.
But we don't even... Well, you should be into other cultures.
Yeah,
but...
like cultures that probe you and like that like put you under using telekinesis. And when you're done hanging out with them, you have radioactive damage.
I'm down.
Have you heard that, by the way? That like almost every alien person who's had an alien encounter has had like cancerous cells and like radiation on them.
Like they have cancer now?
Like, or some form of like, they'll get like moles or like cancerous things that they have to remove. They might not get like full on like stage 4 cancer, but everybody who has like a legit fucking alien encounter has radiation damage.
What if aliens come down and they're all sick and they're like looking for help, and we're like, get out of here! Get the fuck out of here!
Yeah.
And now we all become like racist. Could you say that to like? Would you be is another alien a race? Would you say?
Speciesist.
Yeah.
Speciesist. Intergalactic.
Oh, I can't wait for that.
Oh, I can't wait for the isms that come out when the aliens start. I don't even have jokes. I just wrote "Alien Lives Matter" just in my notes because that's gonna happen if they like if it gets where there's like just space aliens like amongst us, and like you said, if they're like kind of on the boring side and they're just like, we just want jobs, like
they come here for jobs. They come here for help.
Yeah.
We're like, you're in the wrong place.
Well, also because like money's probably means nothing to them.
They got cryptocurrency.
Yeah, we don't require food. You know, they just like they might not even need like shelter.
They like suck on syrup and then they're good.
Yeah.
They like live off maple syrup.
They are all in Canada. They like pile up in Canada.
They just drink like a bottle of grenadine.
Go Blue Jays. They're like Toronto Blue Jays fans.
They come to New York. They eat it with a fork. They eat a pizza with a fork. We're like, no.
Bro, no.
Get the fuck out of here.
Get your little weird fingers off that fork.
Yeah.
Pick that crust up now.
But yeah, it was so funny that was what your Uncle Joey had to say. Like, I was just like, out of all things, I've said a pretty lot of dumb shit on here. That's what got him.
I think
I just think it made him mad that he thought I would survive. You know what I mean?
I think it was more your reasoning.
Name a good reason.
I'm not saying that.
But if you were trying to give a good reason, name another good reason that you would survive an alien invasion. You are not equipped with anything else.
I would be like, yo, guys, let's work together. Me and you.
Give them your resume then.
I'll give them my resume.
What are you good for?
I have an ass if they want to probe it.
So you're cool.
Yeah.
You're cool. So that's how you survived it.
All right, fine. I guess being cool. I guess it
cool.
is being cool.
So you're chill.
Some people.
So you're chill. You're cool.
Some people would call it being a bitch. But those people are dead now.
If you let aliens probe your butt, they're gonna be like, this guy is cool. He did not fight us on it. And
Cool
then
guy.
that you survive.
Yo, it is so funny that in this scenario, being cool is also being a bitch, but there's nothing you can do about it, right? Every person who is like, you know, when they, like, whatever, let's just say the aliens just line us all up and they're just like, are you probe or no probe? And you're just like, hey, man, I'll do the probe. And they're like, cool guy. And then the person was like, fuck that. You're not fucking probing me. I'm not doing that. And they're like, destroy him. You know, it's just like
They scan him. Useless.
yeah, and then just like melt you down or
Are
whatever
you
they
probe
do.
or anti-probe?
Right,
Yeah.
and you're just like, I guess
My
I'm probe.
body, my choice.
Vaporize.
Yeah. But then your Sweet Carol also texted you about something we said.
Oh my god. At first, I wasn't even quite sure what she was referring to. So my mom texts me, and she goes, "I listened to what was the name of the
Simple
episode?
Things."
She goes, "I listened to Splittin." She wrote the whole thing out. I listened to Splittin Hair's Simple Things episode. Period. And I just gave her like the thumbs up.
You're like, okay.
I was like, "Oh, it's cool." And she goes, "Wait, I don't even think. Wait, let me pull it up."
Oh my God, Grandpa, hurry up. You think you're going to survive? You can't even work your phone. Jesus fucking Christ.
She goes, "I just finished listening to Splitting Hair's Simple Things. Tell Ashlynn she needs more than St. Anthony to get her out of this one."
If you don't know what she's referring to the fact that I said that Chris and his mother make out. And then I said that I would find my morals with St. Anthony.
Yeah. Because we also made fun of her for because remember we were talking about our moms and like the superstition stuff. Yeah. And then and I told her I was gonna tell her, and she goes, she needs St. Jude, patron saint of hopeless cases.
She's not wrong.
Yeah.
She's not wrong.
I can only imagine. It's like funny. My mom's like funny with that stuff because like my whole like my dad, my uncle, like just like inherent just like busting balls.
Yeah.
Like and it's like my mom isn't like a big ball buster, but surprisingly has like thick skin.
Yeah.
Like she probably heard that. She probably got like red and then was like, "Oh, I'm gonna kill her." She's like, "I'm gonna kill her," but was like laughing and smirking.
I'll tell you what.
She also had to deal with me.
I'll tell you what. When I go to your house, I'm gonna feed the dog my food before I try it. Tell you what, your mom makes some pasta. She serves me. I'm gonna feed it to the dog first. If the dog lives, then I'll eat it.
Why did mine come from a separate pot?
Yeah. Why did mine come from the pot that has a skull and bones on it?
Yeah.
Yeah, but I'm glad she took it like that because my family's like that too. I mean, you've been around my brothers and stuff. Like, everything is open. You anything could be a joke. You know what I'm saying? So it's like it's cool because I knew she was like, how dare you?
Yeah.
She doesn't know love.
Yeah.
Wait until she has her own kids.
I hear that.
Yeah.
All the time.
Yeah. Wait until you have your own kids. You'll make out with them too.
You'll want to make out with them too when you have your own.
But we appreciate you guys listening and fucking giving feedback, and it's cool. It's cool to see. Like I'm telling you, when your Uncle Joey was like, when you were like, he came up to me and said he had a problem with one thing you said. There was so many things that came to my head, and then he was like, she's getting probed. It's just funny because I know he was wherever he was. When I said, yeah, because I'm cool, he's like, you're getting probed, kid.
Well, he's great too because he always does the classic and I don't even mean this in a bad way, but he always does he goes right for the low hanging fruit, the obvious, just like my grandmother one time. She's from Hoboken. She's just a little. We've talked about her on the show. Oh yeah, we've talked about her on the show, and she would be like we were helping her move once. It was me, my dad, and my uncle. And we were ordering all this food, and she's like, can you get me a soda? She asked for a soda that way. And my uncle was like, Ma.
No, he's not Uncle. No.
Or, I'll bleep it out.
Yeah.
I'll bleep all of them out.
Uncle Joey.
Uncle Joey, right?
Yeah, Uncle Joey.
My Uncle Joey was like, Ma, did you say you want a soda? Since when did you start saying soda? And now every time I see him, he's like, hey, Christopher. You want a soda?
Yeah.
Just all the time. Just always poking.
Yeah. It's always got to be like that though with family. You've always got to because they're the ones that keep your sense of humor up. You know what I mean?
Yeah, they keep you in check.
It was like when we were at the house I rented and my brother was there and then my other brother's girlfriend was there and then she was like, I'm scared to go outside because what if someone kidnaps me? And me and my brother right away were like, yeah. They're going to kidnap you. Yeah, they want you. Yeah. Out of all of us, it's you they want. We just kept saying it to her, and she wasn't even, replying to us because you've got to take it. If you're if you're dating me or one of my siblings, you got to take.
You're in the lion's den. You're not fucking.
I mean, you were not even dating one of us, but you were there, and you too. You get it too.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, but I like it. I hurl myself into the pit.
Yeah. So one time my brothers were arguing and my younger brother was like, I'm not pussy. And every time we argue now, one of us will be like, I'm not pussy.
There's so much about that.
But it's just so, it's that's what you're
not pussy.
It's like what your Uncle Joey did to your grandma about soda.
Right.
It's like, oh, you fucked up that one time. So now every time.
Now we never
no matter what, if even if we're joking, even if I'm like, Moogie, get me a soda, give me a soda, and he's like, no, I'm not getting it. He's like, I'm not pussy. When we say it like that, we know exactly who we're making fun of. It's great to come from a family like that.
Yeah.
I'm glad we went from family to alien. I'm from aliens to family.
They're one and the same, really. One and the same. Both probe you.
Yeah. What's your best case scenario for an alien?
In terms of them coming to Earth?
Yeah.
I mean, the thing I thought about was I think the best case would be where they're peacefully living amongst us. I think that would be best case scenario, right? Because haven't you lived long enough to know nothing's peaceful? Well, that's where I was just about to end all that because I was going to say, and I wrote this down, was the worst middleman for humanity, and aliens is the government. And they're inevitably going to be the middleman.
You're like, you haven't met our government.
Right.
The
only style of aliens that the government is going to be good to be the middleman for is if they're like the ray gun aliens. Like if they're showing up and they're like, destroy.
Well, it's funny too, because you said this thing where like the government has been helping them. Like, let's just say that the government has been helping them. And then they just know them as like these cool dads. You know what I mean? They're cool. Why does everyone hate them? Why does planet Earth hate their government? They're so cool. They give us all these technology. They make us better.
Right.
And then they come down here and the government is like, you fucked now. You know what I mean? You know when someone's like parent or sibling is like cool to you, but then they like you like get in the family or something and you're like, oh, you've been a disaster the whole time. Like you know what I'm saying? I feel like that's what it would be for them.
They turned on them. They're gonna like turn on them.
Yeah. That's
100% what I feel like is going on.
My best case scenario is like it opens this transportation that now we can go to like their planet, and we travel to other planets, and we're just like, our world opens up. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. I don't know if I expect much peace, because I don't think anything new gets peace. Like, I don't think that's how we work, but it would be cool. You know, it would be cool to be like, oh, let's take a spaceship up to, I don't know, asteroid world or something.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, that's my best case scenario.
Asteroid world. I feel like I wonder though, I could see them not like going to war with us, because if they're that advanced, why would they need to like go to battle with
power.
us?
Sometimes it's just power.
See, but
have you not watched the Avengers? Have you not watched the documentary, The Avengers?
The Bible?
Have you not read the Alien Bible? The Avengers?
Right. See, because like I feel like they're so advanced that like it would be more realistically, it would be more like what we described, closer to what we described of just like they'll just snatch up a bunch of us and like probe us and do what they need to do, and it's more just like they'll treat us like cattle.
Yeah.
Kind of like we'll be whatever. They're just it's like
It
we're
depends.
the lab rats.
It depends. If they come in boring, then they're the lab rats.
Yo, honestly though, I would love where there is like this part of me that just like the aliens come and they're like down and like whatever. They're all like meeting on like the lawn of the White House and the president, and just like they're talking, and it's like this moment where they're having this great moment, and Biden's like standing there, and all of a sudden like you just hear a guy who's like, all right, we got him locked in. And then like, and then Biden, and then fucking, what's his name? Biden is just like, do it. And they just like, like snipe them all.
First of all, you know it'd be Kamala Harris.
Yeah, Kamala. Yeah, I know, with her fucking Converse on out there.
Kamala.
Yeah.
You know it'd be Kamala Harris.
And they just fucking snipe these things.
You know, she'd be like, all right, we got him. You know what I mean? Like, because Joe is just like a nice grandpa. He's just
yeah.
He's like, oh, we're going for ice cream. You know how like in Bush's era, Dick Cheney was in charge.
Oh yeah.
So it's like, you know, Kamala Harris is like he's like, oh, we're gonna have ice cream, because you know he loves ice cream. He's like, we're gonna have ice cream with the aliens. Kamala Harris is like, we got him. And she's like, come on, Joe. We had to do this, Joe.
Yeah. Joe's walking off. She pulls like a handgun out of her back and steps on one of the aliens who's like, save me. He's just...
We came to help.
We want to help. Yeah.
Well, God can't help
Not
you.
today, mother. She like does the thing so the blood doesn't get on her face.
But she takes the handkerchief out and just like wipes it.
Clean this up.
Talking about like presidents, like, could you imagine like knowing like all the information they know? Because like you said, if they're telling us this now, they've been known this.
They've done exactly.
This is years.
Yes.
They have known that there was life other than us.
Right.
They're not gonna like, you know them. We're never up to date with them. There's always secrets. They're always, whatever they showed us, they've known for years, right? We've seen that even with the terrorism, right? They were like, it came out of nowhere for us, and then all of a sudden it was like, yeah, we've been getting videos, and we were what? I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Oh, but it's for your own good. You know, it's always for our own fucking good. But so our segment today is that we're gonna go through presidents, and we're gonna like say how they reacted when they found out that there were aliens on this earth.
Right.
Not on this earth, on this universe. So our first president that we're gonna do is the one, the only Abraham Lincoln. And if you are watching us, as you should be, okay, we've already told you this. If you are watching us on YouTube, on the YouTube, like we've said, we have this picture up here. This is a before and after their presidency, the president's presidency. So, you know, we have, this is his
Abe,
first,
younger Abe.
Yeah, this is first term Abe over here on his way. Well,
what's funny is like, I don't know how old he is, but like with the way shit worked back then, he's probably like 22 here.
He's like 19.
Yeah.
He's like 19. He's like 12.
Yeah.
All right. So, Abraham Lincoln, when he found out, when they put him in the room and they go, hey, just to let you know, you've been living your life as a regular human being. We have something to show you.
Right.
And they show him that video, or I don't know, a painting. Who knows? Who knows back then?
Or they just like meet one of them. He meets like their leader or whatever.
Or they're captive.
Yeah.
Just come in this room. We caught something.
Right.
Oh, did you catch a coyote? Like, did you catch a wild horse? Did you catch a wild slave?
Right.
Like, what is he walking into in this era? And it's just like this like green goblin, like with his tongue, or just a white man in a polo shirt who has three eyes.
It's just like one of those leather chairs, and it like turns around, and there's like a fat alien with a cigar, and he's like, "Welcome, Abe."
Like, he has like 6 tits.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, what do we think? What do we think how he reacted?
Well, this picture looks like he's seeing what we just described for the first time. He looks like in shock here. Like
he looks dead in there. What are you
like
talking
he
about?
looks like emotionless.
Yeah.
Where he looks like it's like he just got excited about being elected president, and then they took him into the back room, and he's like, "What did I just sign up for?"
Well, he looks dead, right? So, and then in the last one, he kind of looks like he is turning into an alien, like he's
Right.
like he's been injecting himself or like sucking on the alien's 6 tits, right? And like all of a sudden he's becoming an alien.
Yeah.
But I can imagine like him walking in there and being like, "Yeah, we gotta end slavery." like. Yeah, we all need to come together.
That's what I wrote too. I was like, that.
Like they like show him that, and he's like, you know that we are divided as a country, and if they come, they're fucking us up.
20 years ago, whatever. Look,
Yeah.
we need all hands on deck.
Yeah.
Because there's a force that can be coming, and it knows no race.
Yeah.
And we are gonna need everybody to participate.
Yeah, like ain't no white man giving up the number 1 spot
Right.
for no reason.
Right.
You know what I mean? There's got to be a reason that he was like, no matter the color, let me tell you something.
Right.
You got a problem with black and brown? Wait until you see green and purple.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah, wait until you see these fucking translucent motherfuckers, you know?
And that's probably why he looks so happy here, because he's like,
I did it.
everything I possibly could
Yeah.
to unite humans to one step closer against these goddamn aliens.
Well, like, it even makes it fucked up that they killed him at a theater.
And that's, you know what? That's like kind of crazy too, right? That relationship, like going off that notion of like, we have a deal with the aliens. They're clearly more powerful than us. So they kind of have us under their thumb a little bit. So we as humans are like, hey, respect them guys. But like we sort of like make decisions like secretly conspiring against them, like the coup against the aliens.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, well, I guess you were saying that earlier, like with the uprise. Like,
Yeah.
Like, we're going to break the fucking...
Yeah.
Going to start a war with the aliens.
I mean, poor him. He's at the theater, like, just trying to relax. All he's thinking is aliens, aliens, aliens.
And you know what?
And then he gets shot.
And whether the alien thing is true or he just did it on his own volition, the whole ending slavery thing, good job.
I mean,
Good
it
job.
makes sense now that there's aliens.
Right? American history is coming into an eclipse for me right now.
Yeah, this is probably when aliens were like first introduced. Next, we got our man, the one and only. I love how I say our man.
He's not my man.
Barack Obama. Look at this fucking picture.
This is a man, bright-eyed and bushy-tailed. I'm going to make changes. I'm here for change. And then they're like, this is a man who knows that there's aliens who can destroy our planet and have technologies far beyond our capabilities.
This is a man, when he first gets into office, this is a man that's like, I'm going to make changes. We are going to come together. After this, he's like, we're fucked. We are fucked.
We're going to lose the intergalactic space war.
Yeah, he's like, you can't even have a black president without calling me a fucking monkey. You know? Like, he's like, you think you want to see my birth certificate? He's like, these aliens don't even have a birth certificate.
This is a man who's like, I'm going to make social change, and I would never, and I don't want to start war if I don't have to. This is a man who's like, yo, you think drone strikes are bad? Wait till UFOs come with their radar guns and destroy us all. It's like, this is a man who knows, is like, sees shit.
This is a man who's like, I'm going to make change. I'm going for Saddam Hussein. I'm going to fucking get his ass. This is a man who says, he killed Osama bin Laden, right?
Yeah.
This is a man who says, I'm going to kill Osama bin Laden. This is a man who says, I killed Osama bin Laden, but we have bigger issues here. Like, I got my enemy, but then I realized my enemies were bigger, so I really didn't do shit.
We were actually kind of hoping that he was an alien.
Yeah.
And turns out not, but...
Yeah.
Yeah. And now that he's not president, now he's like spilling the tea.
Yeah.
There are aliens everywhere. I've known about them for years.
The way the trajectory works, it's just not like ours, and there's something up, and we have to tell you guys, we have to be honest here. And I'm like, where was this honesty, before, okay?
Right.
All right? You know what I'm saying? Like, half of America is fucking obese. If there are aliens out there, you have to tell us. We have to get in shape. I'm talking about myself, too. I'm not no fucking Slim Jim over here, okay? If aliens are on their fucking way, I need to lose some fucking weight, okay? Not for my health. Not to live longer.
To fight the aliens.
Yeah, to fight the aliens.
Yeah.
Also, like, what do we think? When he went in there, I think, like, there's two things, right? First of all, he told Michelle Obama. They pillow talked about it.
Oh, for sure.
He was like, babe, we're fucked. My thing is, though, with him, I could see him going in there and acting real as fuck and being like, where they're like, come in. They show him this video and he's like, what the fuck is that, guys? You know what I mean? Like, I could see him doing that. Or I could see him being like a chill dad and be like, well, I'll be damned. I could see him doing either being like, fellas, what the fuck is that? Or just being chill as a cucumber and just be like, I'll be damned, because I've heard like some pretty cool stories like with him with like the Navy guys, like when they killed Osama bin Laden, and they were like, yeah, we chilled with him. He had us over. We chilled with him. We had drinks. No one brought up anything, and then they're like, and before we left, Obama goes, so who did it? Like, who pulled the trigger? Like, he was asking them, which one of you did it? Like, so I can see him being like, either being like cool and just be okay, or being like, no, I'm out of here.
Right. That's so funny. I just wrote that I just imagined him, like, they showed to him, and he just does like the cartoon, like,
Yeah.
just like the gulp, like the, uh-oh.
I don't know. as a black man, you see a lot of things. I don't know if that will get you to like.
There's just such a disparage. Like this picture here. There's so much like hope in like his eyes, and like such like a, I don't want to say naive, but just like such like a like we got these big things, and this is more like I've seen shit that I didn't want to see. I know things I don't want to know.
Well, it's like remember when everyone got mad at him for wearing a cream suit?
No.
Everyone got mad at him because he didn't wear like, a black suit, blue suit.
Right.
He's a stylish man. He came in a cream suit and everyone was like, how dare he? You know what I mean? And so he's like, y'all care about my cream suit? Y'all care about my cream suit? Wait until you see this alien with 6 tits, man.
Right.
Wait until you see 6 tits.
It was
Bob.
It's a 6-titter.
Yeah.
That's what I call it, a 6-titter.
That's his face is like, you gotta, yeah. All right. And then last, well, I don't know how much time we got, but not last. I don't know if it's last, but we got our boy over here, Donald Trump.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
So the first thing I thought of when he shows them the 6-titter is he just like, right away, he's like, someone get me a Pepsi. Like, that's what I imagined him. Like, he doesn't, like, really flinch. He's like, gross, get me a Pepsi.
I could see him, like, seeing the 6-titter and being like, can I touch him?
Right.
Yeah.
Am I allowed to touch you?
Yeah. Is that a no? Is it going to be a no?
You and I are very similar in that we both have 6 tits.
Because he's, like, been in Hollywood, so he's seen, like, weird shit. So, like, he sees a 6-titter, he's like, I know a man has 4 tits. I golf with him. You know what I mean?
I hit the links. We only do 9.
Yeah.
But we do. And he's a 4-tit man. I've never been with a 6-tit man before.
But, whatever.
Whatever. I'm
Whatever.
open. I'm open.
I'm an open guy. Despite what they may say, I'm an open guy. And the alien's like, I don't know what they say about you. Like, they've had me locked in this cave and just introduced me to presidents the whole time.
Turn around and open your cheeks.
Yeah.
He doesn't give a shit.
But if you see this picture, like the first picture of Donald Trump's term, and then the second, the picture of him after his presidency, he's oranger. He's more orange. And I'm like, what if the 6-titter is orange and he's like blending in? What if there's something we don't know?
We need to look more like the 6-titters.
Yeah. In order to fit in, trust me, I'm a guy. I know how to fit in. I fit in many places. I fit in Hollywood. I fit in New York. I fit in Florida. They love me. They love me in Florida. I fit in. I know how to fit in. Let's get orange.
Let's get orange. I've been to Hollow Earth.
Yeah.
I know what Hollow Earth is like. I've spoken with the intergalactic dinosaurs from the inner core. I know. They are orange.
They are orange. And they love golf.
And they all do links and they drink Pepsi.
They love golf. They love golf a lot. They love golf more than anybody I've ever seen.
Dude, is there ever pictures of him without a shirt on?
He's probably a 6-titter.
That's what I'm saying. I can just totally see him just opening up his coat. And he's like a freak.
But could you imagine, like he went in there and I could see him being like not fazed at all. He was like, who cares? It's also like when he first started his term, he was so big on the wall and never finished it. I feel like he was like, the fuck we need a wall for? You know what I mean? He's like, how do we build a wall around the earth? Like,
hey. Yo, I'm kind of, now that we're saying this, I'm kind of imagining by this point, the
ending of his term?
Yeah, but before the end of his term, like, everyone's so sick of him. Everyone's mad at him all the time. I kind of imagine him, like, he goes down to the cave to see the alien all the time. He's like, 6-titter, you around, buddy? Can we talk? Like, and then he's just like, sitting there, he's like, I got Melania upset with me. She's ready to divorce. America's mad. I got a pandemic. Like, he just chats it up with the alien.
Yeah.
And the alien just like sits there like in his little tube, not really saying anything back to him. He's like, you're the only one who listens to me.
The alien's like a therapist for all presidents. That's fucking brutal.
It's like a little talking chamber for
Yeah.
them.
Yeah, I could see that.
You want a Pepsi?
You want a Pepsi? You don't need the ice. Trust me. Everyone thinks you need the ice.
Warm.
Room temperature.
Pepsi. The best.
You want to do our last guy here?
Sure, we can do it quick.
Okay. The one and only. This is the room I want to be in. Like, if I had to choose which president, like, out of all presidents, they're like, you get to choose one president where you can see his reaction to finding out it's an alien. It's our baby, George Bush Jr. This motherfucker here. First of all, look at how he's aged.
Yeah.
He goes in looking like your dad. He comes out looking like your great-grandfather.
Yeah.
Like, it destroyed him.
Yeah.
He's got wrinkles that weren't even forming yet.
Right.
He has traveled. Like, this is a time traveler. Yeah, he looks fucked. And like the thing is too with him is like, remember how he reacted when he was at that school reading the book to the kids, and they come in and they whisper in his ear like the Twin Towers are just here. Remember how he reacted to that? Imagine how he reacted to the fucking aliens.
Oh, I kind of imagined him like when he showed him the aliens, where he's just like, "Get out of here! Shut up! You guys are joking, right?
This is a joke, right?
Get out of that costume, Dick.
Yeah. Well, who the hell is that?
Put a shirt on, Dick.
Yeah.
Cheney.
I can see him. This is the thing, too. I can see him at first being like, I'm out of here. Dick Cheney, you take over. Like, I don't know what this is.
Right.
And then I can see him, like, every day, like, coming to check on the alien, like, a little bit, and then he just leaves, and then he comes. And then now he's, like, having movie dates. Like, by the end of his presidency, he's having movie dates with the alien. Because, you know, like, everyone was mean to him, too. Like, everyone made fun of him. You know, remember when that fucking Middle Eastern guy threw him a shoe? And he was, like... And, first of all, he handled that. Like, the Secret Service came right away. He was like, I'm cool. He dodged it. He was like, I'm good.
I've had worse thrown at me.
Yeah. But he probably went down to the little alien and was like, you know, I don't know why he threw a shoe at me. Like, I'm not that bad. You know, like.
Am I that bad of a guy?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like to paint, you know.
I would like to imagine like one of the first times he goes down to talk to the alien, he's like, hey, y'all, I brought Reese's Pieces. I think you guys are into that.
Yeah.
Aliens are are all y'all into Reese's Pieces, or is that just E.T.?
Yeah.
Like, he's like trying to be like polite. I can get other stuff. I'm the president.
He's watching all the like alien movies
to try to like find common ground.
Yeah. He's like, I don't know this guy, you know. I know everybody. I don't know this guy. I gotta do my research. He's watching like what's that fucking alien movie? Yeah, E.T. He's like, I got you a bike. You guys like bikes, right?
Yeah.
Look at this nice bike I got you.
You want to get my basket?
Yeah.
Yeah. And he's like, and then this, you cut to 8 years later, and all he's got to say is, aliens don't like Reese's Pieces.
Yeah. Because you know that's what a lot of people used to say about him, that he says shit that doesn't make sense. Like, Cat Williams has this one joke about him. He's like, Bush, I'll tell you, that's a motherfucker. He says shit that we just, America's dumbest shit. We'd be like, all right. Like he said that Bush be like, they'd be like, Bush, what's going on with the war in the Middle East? Like, are we gonna leave? What's going on? And he'll be like, well, I'll tell you one thing. Once you get on that horse, you got to ride it. Like shit that don't make sense.
Right.
And so like maybe he's been talking about the aliens all the time.
That actually makes sense, but we don't have all the inside knowledge on. Yeah. It's an inside joke that none of us are in on. Poor Bush.
Yeah.
Y'all think I'm crazy. I'm not.
Yo. Because everyone says like he's like this sweet guy, like him and Michelle Obama get along very well. Mm-hmm. So it's like he's probably another one who was like, blacks? I'm telling you, that's not the problem. You know what I mean? Like
no, they're cool. They're cool.
Like he's someone who's changed. You know what I'm saying? Like he's sitting like next to Ellen. Remember when they got on Ellen DeGeneres for like sharing a candy with him? No. At a baseball game? Oh my God. People wanted to they were like, how dare you sit with someone who like, and be nice to him. And I'm like, bro, just because you don't agree, I get it, whatever. But it's like, you don't gotta do that. You know, you don't gotta go out your way. Like, it's not like she was fucking having dinner with him. They happened to sit by each other. They're talking. What? Who cares, right? You know?
Right.
But it's like, he turned all the way, you know? He's like sharing candy with like Michelle Obama. He's talking to gay people. Like, he turned all.
He's painting.
Yeah.
Painting
He's like, peace. He's like, between Dick Cheney and the alien.
We don't got a lot of time left.
Yeah. He's like, I'm just a peaceful man who likes candy.
Yeah.
He's like, aliens like candy too.
Yeah.
Just not Reese's.
They love licorice.
Yeah.
It's weird.
Yeah.
It's so funny.
All right. Well, that's been our episode.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for listening, guys. Like we said, we always appreciate you. And we appreciate your comments, even when you ruin Christmas for me, Uncle Joey. How old are Uncle Joey's kids?
15 and I think 10.
All right.
Or 8, something like that.
Okay. I'm going to send a piece
He's
of...
probably banging his head against the wall. They're like not those ages, but...
They're like 20 and 15.
Yeah.
They're like 35 and 28.
Yeah.
I'm going to send a letter to his house. For his kid, for his 7-year-old. Santa's not real.
And he's getting, and you're getting probed.
Yeah. Do you have a would you rather?
Oh shit! No, do you?
No, but I can make one up.
Okay.
Okay. All right. Would you rather be probed by an alien, or have them ray gun you in the head?
Okay.
You got to think about this. They only probe you in your ass.
Does the ray gun kill me?
Yeah, you're done.
But the probe keeps me alive.
Maybe. Depending if they like your butthole. That's also how they decide who lives.
You're fun.
Your butthole's tight.
You're fun. I like you.
All right. 1, 2, 3. Get
Ray gun
probed
me.
in the butthole. I'm cool.
Yeah. You know what?
Cool.
You stay cool.
Yeah.
Stay cool.
Bye, everyone.
See ya.